Welcome to this episode of my VA Disability Claim. All right, today, what we're going to talk about is how to beat that backlog with VA claims in 2025. Today, this is May 2025. The backlog at the VA is on a historic level right now. All right, that's what we're talking about, the backlog of claims at the VA, which may make your claim take longer. All right, so the first question is why? Why is such a backlog in 2025? Well, number one, more claims being filed than ever. All right, number two, the system is more complex than ever. We talk about appeals, instead of one lane for appeals or two lanes, now you got three lanes. And within one of those lanes, you got three different options, right? So you got more claims being filed, you got more complex ways to file a claim, and you got less staff. Those are the ingredients for a backlog, right? Again, May of 2025, federal cuts at the VA. Department of Veterans Affairs is a federal agency, so you got less people able to process those claims, which means the claims are going to take a little bit longer than they otherwise would, all right? So how do we beat this? How do we overcome this backlog at the VA in 2025? We'll show you how to do just that. All right, the first way that we suggest to beat that VA claims backlog in 2025 is to make sure you have the essential documents. Make sure you have those essential documents, your medical records, right? Make sure you have them, those statements that you need, those private medical records, right? Those are the pieces of evidence, the main, most common pieces of evidence in a VA disability claim. Medical records, right? Your military records, medical records, your private medical records, right? Whether that's from a civilian doctor or from the VA medical center after you separate. Those records matter also. And then the statements, whether it's a Nexus statement or a lay statement, right? Also known as a buddy statement, right? So make sure we have those essential documents that'll help our claim take less time when we send it up to that backlog VA. You got the SF-180. If you need to request your military medical records or personnel records, use the SF-180. Google it, get the form, send it to where it needs to go. All right, they'll tell you on there based on your branch of service and your period of enlistment exactly where you need to send this thing to so you can get your records. All right, again, those essential documents. We're talking about using that claim condition tracker to help you stay organized, right? On that tracker, you can capture your information. I'm filing for a knee. Do I have the in-service event evidence? Yes or no? Do I have the Nexus evidence? Yes or no? Do I have a current medical diagnosis? Yes or no? That way, in one snapshot, you can see, okay, I'm missing this piece. This is the piece I need to work on for this knee condition. Again, it gives you a place to capture your information to help you to stay organized, right? Make sure you have the essential documents. Make sure you are organized so we can try to beat this backlog in 2025, all right? Make sure that documentation is accurate. Make sure that documentation is complete, all right? Make sure you have what you need before you send it up. We talk about, as always, take a little time up front to make sure it's strong and then send it up. That way we get through the backlog, in a couple months we get our money back. We're sitting back chilling, rubbing the belly, huh? Again, we're talking about how can I beat that backlog with VA claims in 2025. One way, make sure you file your claim strategically. There are multiple ways to file a claim, right? You can do it online with e-benefits. You can physically mail it, right? Fill it all out and then physically mail it to the VA. You could also go to your VA accredited state representative. Whatever state you live in this country, they have free VA reps close by, within 25 miles, I would assume, that are willing to help you. All right? So again, let's make sure we file that claim strategically. Make sure you complete all the forms. Simple errors, right? Simple errors in judgment can equal up to accumulated disaster. Take a little time up front. Make sure you sign all the forms. Make sure you complete all those forms, right? Use a rep as well. We always suggest use a free representative because they have updated information and they can consult you on additional benefits outside of VA. Within every state, you get benefits for being a veteran in that state, right? Every state is trying to incentivize veterans to stay. How do you incentivize somebody? You give them a reward, huh? Come on now. That's why we always say those state reps, please tap into that resource. They can let you know about a whole lot of other benefits for being a veteran. All right. So again, make sure you file that claim strategically. Make sure you understand the different ways you can file. Make sure you complete all those forms, and make sure you use a rep to help you out, right? We give you the information so you can do it yourself, yes, but when you deal with the rep, that information gets right to the VA, right? 2 days later, your file is in the VA system. That's a lot quicker than mailing it up. That's a lot quicker than e-benefits even for it to show up on your end, right? So again, use that rep, use the resources available to you as a veteran, right? How can we beat that backlog? How can we beat that backlog? One way to do that, follow up and stay informed, right? Use e-benefits to track the status of your claim, right? Follow up, stay informed, use the website. Use the rating schedule. Use military.com to get additional information about veterans benefits state by state. Again, each state offers different benefits. Take advantage, right? How to beat that backlog. Be patient. Be persistent, right? How to beat that backlog. Subscribe to the channel for future updates. All right, we're going to continue to give this information as time goes on. Things are changing in 2025 with veterans benefits, right? So we want to let you know it's not a bad thing, right? We want to let you know about additional benefits available to you, right? We're not talking about things being taken away. No, additional benefits are available to you. Some of these processes are working a little bit different, and you're going to want to know about them, all right? Use that before you file VA Disability Claims Course. Again, giving you the information, that foundational, basic information, so you can go in there and do it yourself. So when you walk into that office, you're confident, hey, this is what I'm trying to get. Can you help me do that? This is the evidence I have. This is what I'm trying to get. Can you send it up to the VA for me, right? And that rep may say, yeah, oh man, this looks great, but did you know about this additional benefit, right? That's why we say use those reps. Again, we're talking about the backlog and VA claims in 2025. We're trying to provide you with some tips, strategies that you can use to overcome that backlog, right? What is it? A backlog of VA claims. Why is it happening? More claims, more complex claims, less staff. How can we overcome it? File that claim strategically, follow up, stay informed, and make sure you have those essential documents. Hey, as always, baby, learn the information, use the information, and if you deem it to be valuable, why wouldn't you share the information, Hey, that's all I'm saying.